But let's go into that theme, which is Smalltown USA, which again in these 1950s films is a very, very big theme. And let's start with the all-American town where something's not quite right below the surface.
Yeah, this is everywhere in the 1950s. I was thinking about the Wild One, the Marlon Brando motorcycle.
Which comes out this year as well.
Yeah, and that takes place not in a desert town, but in kind of a remote California town. But it's like the same town. The bad comes in, and when the bad comes in, which is a motorcycle gang, it reveals the cracks in the town. And there's something similar here, except in this story, I guess John Putnam would have been the bad boy coming to town. The town treats him that way. He's suspicious because, for a lot of reasons, he's like an amateur astronomer who pokes around in the desert at night and looks at stars. Like, what is going on? And he also comes into town and starts dating the school teacher. And I love the way, like, her I don't know what he is, Matt the sheriff.
Bestie from school days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was also, though, her father, who apparently has passed on. Her father told Matt to keep an eye on her, but he's like the enforcer of like morality. And his way of enforcing morality is to keep telling her, you should be in the classroom teaching. Your principal's going to come. Like the principal, oh no, is going to come and tell her. But she's got her she's like a school marm, supporting the community. John Putnam comes and like distracts her from that. And there's this it's not a suggestion. They're having an affair. I think the age difference reads to me, and it may not have read to the 50s audience as a little bit.
Yeah, it's quite common, I think, in that era of films. Yeah.
Matt is more her age. So I see like Putnam is the strange old guy who looks at stars, comes to town, starts dating up the school marm, and then starts claiming that he's seeing aliens. This is not good. What you have is the kind of melodrama backstory in this town that gets hinted at, right? And the sheriff in the end, gets a posse together to go hunt the aliens. Basically, within the town, there's a kind of anger and willingness to go to arms that the town, violent humans. And they may pretend to be a civil, a culture with the town doesn't have much going for it, really. Like, what are the locations? There's an alley. There's a school. There's
a
the
school
sheriff's
where the
office,
teacher doesn't show up.
And then just outside, there's a crater. And a lot of angry townspeople. And they are just waiting to like get their guns and go get the aliens. And so in the end, we are actually on Putnam's side. Like he is the man who understands aliens, and understands that we need to talk to them and accept them. So it makes no sense because what the aliens call Putnam and tell him, we've taken your girl. We've got her in the mine, which if they hadn't done that, there would have been no confrontation. Like why?
And then just that, but then when he goes, they kind of seduce him to the mine, dressed like when they're like as like Ellen.
What are the great things?
And wearing a fabulous dress through the desert, and she's like running away, so he chases her to the mine.
Who wouldn't? So this gets to the sexual tensions beneath this film. So the one question is, why aren't they getting married? How dare he like have her over to house and she makes dinner for him late at night, midnight, and then they go look at the stars. And when they go look at the stars, he's got this massive telescope which sticks out of the screen at you. It's not subtle. And yet she wants marriage, but he doesn't feel he's ready for marriage. When he says, will you keep cooking? Basically, will you keep cooking for me after we're married? And she says, well, no. a wife will only do that to get the girl next door. And then she attacks
So you're
him.
saying they're not talking about cooking at this point, is what I'm
They're
getting
not
from
really
Scott.
talking about cooking. She's got a magic wand that fires rays at him, and then he kills her. This is not like great.
You wanted me to fall into that. Why?
You can no longer be trusted.
Whoever you are, whatever you are, listen to me.
I'm sorry. We did not want to use violence. Now there's no other way.